welcome to the Spirit Speaker Casey podcast. I am psychic medium Jamie Collins. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here joining me. Thank you for tuning in to the podcast. Today, I thought I'd talk about just a little bit about, because I had a friend at work ask me about this. This is where I got this topic from. Signs versus mediumship. What's the difference? What's the difference between signs and mediumship? Well, I think if you've been watching this podcast for any amount of time, you understand that mediumship is the medium, myself, communicating, connecting with those souls that have left the physical body. And it's not so much in my belief that I believe that spirit is telling me things, but I believe fundamentally that mediumship is my soul blending with the soul of those in spirit. That's mediumship. And as I blend with them, I become aware of certain information, whether it be their personality, whether it be some type of evidence like a memory or a physical feature or how they passed. That's what I mean by evidence or practical evidence. So I believe mediumship is my soul blending with the soul of those on the other side, those that have left the physical body. I don't believe that they are dead. I just believe they have transitioned on to another realm, another dimension. And I believe that they want to communicate with us as much as we want to communicate with them. So that's mediumship. So, what are signs? Signs, I believe you can get from those that have crossed without it being a communication or a connection with that soul in a session slash reading. Okay. So it can just be a sign. It's almost as though I may not be speaking to you, but I send you a text message. And let's just say I sent you a heart emoji through text. I sent a heart. It could mean what? I'm thinking of you. You know it's me, and I'm thinking of you, or I love you. So that's a sign. Okay. So I think that spirit, our loved ones across the veil, send us signs like a text message. It's a hello. It's I want you to know I'm around. I'm thinking of you. Maybe you're going through a tough time. They want you to know that they're there, supporting you, guiding you. Maybe you're going through a celebratory time and they want you to know they're there, celebrating with you. So signs can come literally from spirit in any way, shape, or form. So most of the common ways that people think of signs from loved ones, are cardinals or butterflies, dragonflies, numbers is another way, a flickering of lights, orbs, animals, other kind of different animals, names. There, it could be a that you're feeling. So literally, there is no finite list of how spirit communicates with us. I'm of the belief that spirit is intelligent. They know what will capture, grab our attention. They know what we will recognize. My mother, who is spirit side, loves to give me numbers. If I see a particular number, I know it's her. I don't have to think, oh, is that someone else? That's kind of one of the ways that she lets me know that she's around. I've seen the numbers on receipts. I've seen the numbers on license plates. I've seen the numbers when I look at a clock. So that's just one of the ways that my mom lets me know that she's around. And so what I say is that's not mediumship. That's not really I'm blending with her and connecting and having a session. It's just a sign that I think of like a phone call or a text message or a little note that, hey, I'm thinking of you. So that's the difference, in my opinion, in signs. And I have heard over the years, oh my gosh, so many different ways that people get signs from their loved ones because there are those that say, oh, well, they're dead. They're not sending us signs. They don't care. And I'm just like, oh, it just crushes me when I hear people say that because my belief is that those on the other side are with us more than we realize, and they want us to know that they are with us. And I always say to people, I want you to imagine for 30 seconds, close your eyes 30 seconds, and you've transitioned. You have crossed over to the spirit world, and you have loved ones here, and you want to say hi to them. Let them know you're around. Now, you can't pick up the phone, you can't call them, you're not in a physical body. So, what are some of the ways that you would let your loved ones know that you're around? And so, it may be an animal, it may be numbers. It literally, like I said, it can be anything. And so that's the difference between signs and mediumship. And mediumship, I'm connecting with them. I'm in our own kind of mediumistic way having a conversation. But signs are like a billboard. When you're driving down the road and there's a billboard advertising something, that's a sign. That could be a sign from your loved one. It could be a street sign. One of the things, one of the coolest things about working with spirit over the years that I have found is it's truly unlimited in the ways that spirit will reach out to us. It's it's the coolest ways and stories, not only of my own but experiences that I've heard from other people. And it absolutely blows me away some of the ways that spirit reaches out from across the veil and lets us know that they are around. So that's the way I look at it between signs and mediumship. What's the difference? Mediumship, you're going to need a medium, speak with a medium, and have a 30, 45-minute hour session with a medium who is connecting with your loved ones. Signs or a text message, an advertisement, them wanting you to know they're around. Now, this isn't my way of thinking of it, but I heard the famous medium John Edwards say it this way. And I thought, wow, this is brilliant the way that he does this. He's like, when you drive down the road and you see the golden arches, you know what? It's a McDonald's. They serve hamburgers. It's food. Okay. You just know from those golden arches. He says, well, this is the way I look at it with signs, whether it's a cardinal or a butterfly or whatever that sign is. That's a sign. Boom. It's your loved one. It's someone from spirit. And whoever comes to your mind first, that's who it is. So if you see a cardinal and you always associate that cardinal with your dad, oh, every time you see a cardinal, it makes you think of your dad. It's your dad trying to get your attention. Hi, honey. It's me. It's dad. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. So it's the same way when we see those signs in the physical world of different things, whether it be McDonald's or another famous restaurant or a department store or whatever it is, a quick trip sign, you see it, store. I thought that was really cool the way John Edwards said that's what signs are. Those butterflies, those cardinals, those numbers on the license plate that I see from my mom or on the receipt, whatever, that's their sign, just like the golden arches. And whoever it is that you think of, when you get that sign, it's their way of saying hello. And whenever I get those signs from my mom in whatever way or other loved ones, I say, thank you, I love you, miss you, whatever it is that I'm feeling at that moment. Because I really believe it's important to acknowledge when our loved ones give us those signs. And I'm truly a believer that the more that we acknowledge those signs that they do give us, the more they will give them to us because they know that we see them, we're acknowledging them. And so when we get it, I mean, think about it. Like I said earlier, you're in spirit. You gave a sign to your loved one and they got it. Wouldn't you want to send more to them? Like, ah, they get it. Let me get more. So I'm a big believer that that's how they want to communicate with us. And to John Edward for that, because I thought, God, that's really cool. That's brilliant the way that he made that analogy with those signs. So that's my that's my explanation between the difference between signs and mediumship. I hope that helped. If you ever get signs from your loved ones, don't don't hesitate about acknowledging them. Say hello. I love it. Say, give me more. Give me more. I do. I think we all do that. When my mom gives them to me or some other loved one gives me a sign from spirit, I'm like, that's really cool. Can I have some more of that? Even if it's a dream visitation, that's another sign. So don't be afraid to ask for those signs. Don't be afraid to acknowledge those signs to your loved ones and just let you know that there will be more signs to come. And if ever you want mediumship, you can reach out to myself or any other medium for a reading if you want more of that connection with your loved one. So I hope that helped. Thank you for joining me on the podcast today. Again, don't forget to go to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe at Spirit Speaker KC, also on Spotify. And thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.